All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the race weekend. This is our Champions Division. We'll be racing in Belgium or Spa. This is going to be the round 6 of season 2. Pretty excited about this. We are still in where we are just starting qualifying, so I will start setting up all the little things I need to set up, and we'll get going. I am here. I am Stinky One, and I'm here with Art.
Hello. Sorry, I'm driving to invite some people into the lobby.
No worry, and I'm working on getting the overlay all nice and set up. How do you feel about this battle between the Ferrari and the McLaren?
I mean, it should be a little exciting. Hopefully nobody gets taken out today so that we can see them race against each other.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see.
We have a bunch of drivers coming out right now. We'll try to get this up as quick as I can so that I can kind of follow these guys. So come out here. I think Olymp is a good car to follow at the beginning. He is still our what is it called? Our drivers champion leader. Okay, so it looks like Landon still needs an invite.
Yeah, I've been trying to send him an invite, but it's not working for some reason.
Here, let's just do it really quick on my end. Here we go. Sent you one, Lannon. Alright, so the Haas, we gotta go to the driver names. Don't actually think we have a name for this driver. Let's see. Let's go to the other one. So I don't have one for that driver. So here. Look here on a flyer lap. We are just we are on board with him as we set up all this. Like he was able to get in.
Who was able to get in? Lennon?
Yeah. I just got another driver that came up. Driving for Haas today. Haas will appreciate that.
They'll be getting some points, hopefully.
Hopefully. This Williams driver is... I already did the other Williams driver, right? Galaxy, who is Finn, I believe. Should probably double check that. Jonas, Papa, Lion.
We're going here with Limp. We see a couple cars that have had the misfortune of spinning out.
And we get our first fastest lap here.
Yep, from Galaxy. What is their name? For Galaxy?
It's Galaxy is Finn, I believe. I will double check that. Oh, interesting. Oh, Limp is How is that not a DNF? That's incredible. I can't believe that didn't cause a DNF. That's insane. That's insanely risky also.
It is.
We are here with Hillian now. As I try to get this last driver in. Where is he at? So I think his name was Delort. Yeah. Delort. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Alright, so as I get this submitted in. Alright, let's bring this leaderboard up. Here we go, the board we always wanted. Oh! Did I miss the Carlos retirement?
I think so. I've been trying to get broken into the lobby as well, so I can't really pay attention to it.
So we are here with Hillian now. He's doing a hot lap. A flyer. Ooh. So Luke says that Carlos binned it into the into El Rue. Oh, it's rough.
Yeah, what can you do at that point though?
What can you do? You're gonna be set all the way in the back though, and with a 20 grid, or I guess it's not a 20 grid, it only says that because he hasn't put all time in yet. Haas driver. It is a 16 grid. And that's not. It's gonna be a hard one. This is a hard track
too. It's gonna be a challenge.
This is a heavy DRS track. When you get stuck in those toes, it can get really difficult to pass somebody. So positioning through qualifying will matter a lot. All right, and it looks like we have Miller finally joining us.
So the team's right.
Rename them. There we go. We are here. Hillian coming in through the last section. He is doing a pretty good time, doing 30.5 and then a 45.5 through sector 2. Pretty good times. So I'd expect him to jump up around 6th place or so. Maybe even catching a few of those drivers as well.
Yep.
Boom, gets 5th.
Just resent an invite to Ramos. Hopefully he can get back in.
Who?
Ramos.
Oh, Ramos. Oh, yeah. He might be just... I don't know what he's doing.
No, it showed him re-signing into F1. So
ooh. That's never a good sign. Mm-hmm. All right, so Hill just does his lap. I'm going to be here with our champion leader, Limp here, doing a flying lap. Would be interested to see where he gets. Tesos with the pole at the moment, provisional pole of 143.510. Expecting Limp to maybe beat that. I am expecting this qualifying time to be in the 142s at the end of this. So.
Yeah, so
really
next year doesn't really have much traffic up ahead of him unless the two cars in front of him slow down. I don't think he'll have any issues.
Yeah. You're doing a pretty tidy lap. The first sector was pretty good. It was a 30.02. He's doing a 45.1 through sector 2. So he's looking around that same spot we were talking about with Hillian, around the 5th to 6th. We'll see if you'll be able to cut some of this time through sector 3. This is an interesting track where I think there's two methodologies for this track on how you approach it, right? And Limp goes second fastest with 143.557. So you can take a little bit more wing off so that you can get through sector 2 and some of sector 3 quicker. But then it compromises you for pretty much all of sector 1. and some of Sector 3. Or you can have less downforce and be really strong through Sector 1. Or through Sector 2. So it's really like
the
choose a battle.
Are really
right?
long as well. So
yes.
Do you want to go? I think you go for less drag, right?
I think overall you would do that, right? Just because I think it is the best passing sections.
Yeah, I mean you're not gonna pass on on the hairpins or what the edges of the Uzi looking monster track, spot track.
Yeah, the track. Yeah. I mean, it is your main sources of passing, right? All the other ones are a little bit more difficult. So I could see that. But you don't want to take too much off, right? Because then you ended up really struggling through Sector 2 where people could catch up to you. So it's really like a battle between both of them, I think.
We do have putting a purple for Sector, but I guess somebody else just took it.
All right, is Jonas improved that time, or?
I wasn't looking at Jonas.
Last lap was a 144.0. Yeah. So he did improve his time, but does not beat it. All right. Oh, it looks like Miller was able to get his car going. I think he was having some troubles with the game not letting him take control, but is now on it. Landon here coming onto a flyer. We're here with Landon in the Haas.
Moving up to 4th though.
Oh, and we get another driver coming in late. This is the Spaniard of I don't know who.
What's that?
A driver just came in for the Aston Martin team.
Oh, I see.
Do you know the name of it?
I know it says Sharp on it.
It says what?
It's IJB Sharp.
IJB Sharp?
Yep. Oh, LJB. I'm not sure. They both look the same in this thing.
Alright, I'll go back when I'm watching this Landon run right now. I will figure out who that driver is. It is not Stroll. I don't think we could pay. No. I don't think we could pay him enough money to do esports.
Them taking that Rouge kind of fast.
Okay, so Landon looking promising here. Gets a fastest or a purple Sector 2 with a 44.627. So we're looking at into the 143s for him.
Yeah.
As long as he keeps it tidy. Just got to keep it tidy here. Coming into the line. Goes across. Does 142.8. There we go. And that's what we were talking about right there. That's the. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Sharp. I don't actually know who that is. So I'm just gonna call him Sharp.
Yep, we're gonna call him Sharp. I don't know who he is yet.
Right? Yeah. Call him Sharp. I don't know his name. That is his name. But we are here with Miller now. He does a purple Sector 1, a 29.790. He is known as a driver who loves to put the minimal amount of downforce. So we see that in play through Sector 1. We don't expect him to have a strong Sector 2, just a good Sector 2 time.
Yeah. And then
should have a pretty good Sector 3 time. Yeah. So I think if he's able to get anywhere close to a 45, let's see, a 45 flat. Yeah, he does actually a 44.8. So I think that was even better than expected.
Yeah, I think Brian might be fighting against.
Definitely going to be up there, really high up there through this. So he's coming to the line. Just got to keep it tidy. Comes across the line.
To the top he goes.
142.730. Here we go.
All right, so we got Tassel's Project Sorry, we got Tassos, Lennon, Broken,
And Limp.
All
This is a classic. These four drivers are very fast, and I expect them to. I don't expect Limp to not get. I expect them to get into the 42s, right? And I even maybe Sully and Tasis.
Yes.
Like I mean, but yeah, I mean, we are getting close to the end of this, right?
Yeah, they got time for one outlap and then possibly two.
Maybe. All right. So with all these outlappers, who do we see at the front of this outlap group? Is it Jonas? Lion? No, Lion just came out. Sully just came out. Pesos just came out.
Sully is finishing his outlap.
No, he just came out.
Did he?
You mean Jonas?
Yeah. No, Sully. Sorry. He's still not low.
Yeah, he just got onto that.
Yeah, Jonas,
I think it's here. I'm gonna say we're here with Jonas. Jonas having some pretty good qualifying, so wouldn't be surprised if something happens. Is P3 in the driver standings at the moment? So expecting some good stuff out of him.
And Jonas with that goldfish helmet looking like a fish inside a aquarium. Like a little fish bowl.
It does look like that with the blue Alpine.
Yep.
I do miss this blue Alpine. I don't get why they changed the color.
Oh.
And
did he retire?
I don't think he couldn't get back out there, I think is what it is.
Oh, I see. So he just
Yeah. And Limp goes fastest, so we actually missed that. He does a 142.719, so goes past Miller there. And this battle for P1 in the drivers is going to continue into this race. And I think it'll continue all the way through the end, right? These two drivers are strong. I think they're almost strong in every track.
Yep.
And I guess we did miss that Limp run. I didn't know he was on a flyer.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track of everybody. Although Lannon is coming up onto his flyer. Or is he on his flyer right now?
He might be, but we are here with Jonas. I believe he is the front of the pack of... But I'm not 100% sure about that. But I'm here with him.
To keep track because everybody's in different positions.
We're here in the fishbowl.
In the fishbowl, enjoying... Going around Monset. Keep on saying Monset.
There is some yellows. Oh, hopefully he doesn't compromise his lap here. He does not get out of the way. Oh, I think he's going on a flyer is why. But goes across the line. Does improve. Gets to a 1. Oh, he just gets out of the way. I don't know why he did that. Who was next? I don't know. I think Kumar comes across, improves. Luke, I don't know who to follow. We have Hill coming across the line.
Finishing up. Yep.
Yeah. We have a car that is just over there on the side. Hill comes across the line. I don't think he improved. Oh, he did improve, but it wasn't enough. Talani, I think, is on a lap. Is improving on their time, but... Oh, Lannon. We need to go to Lannon. It looks like he's doing a lap. Why can't I get to him? There we go. The game. Oh, he's done. He's not doing a lap.
Yeah, no, he's not doing anything.
He's on an in-lap. He's on an in-lap. And he's doing a lap. It looks like most of these drivers are either they're doing a lap or their lap isn't good. So, oh, we got somebody coming in really late here. Oh, it's
Thomas is finishing up his lap as well.
It's Lungi. Lungi here, able to come in to do a race. He comes out, but it doesn't. There's not enough time. I'm surprised the game is even letting him come out. Because isn't that the timer we have is the end of race timer, isn't it?
Yep.
So I'm surprised he's even able to come out.
I think he's just going to complete a lap and not be able to do anything else.
But yeah, it doesn't even let you do that. That's
complete
a
the
surprise.
out lap. Just complete the out lap. Yeah, it's weird they did that.
What happened in another league? Did something just happen? Oh no. What's going on? He said something. This happened in another league. Not sure what happened.
Oh, people coming out after the time is done?
Is the timer not correct? Is the timer we're looking at incorrect?
It could
He
be.
joined and was able to complete a full hot lap.
I mean, it does say that the person has 20-something seconds left.
It's 20-something seconds left, right? And this is the second timer. I do know that for a fact. We watched the other one come down, and when coming out of the pits after quali finished. So this is a real bug that exists in the game. We're gonna find out right now. Here he comes. Like during the last 2 minutes after the flag. Yeah, this is definitely after the flag. Okay.
There we go.
It's definitely okay. I'm like I was like, I'm not tripping.
No, not yet.
Oh my gosh. So our order is going to be Limp, Miller, Lannon, Jonas, Sully, Tesos, Lion, Talani, Sharp, Kumar, Luke, Thomas, Mookie, Hill, Delort, Fapa, Finn, Carlos, and Lungi. How was that? Is that okay?
Sounds good. Yep, sounds good.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right.
Sorry, I thought I heard a whisper from the other tab.
Oh, nah, they're not
I think
talking.
somebody just hit the button.
They don't want to talk to you.
No, not yet.
This game is so... I feel like this game is more broken now than it was...
At launch?
You know what it is? They probably stopped caring about it after the...
Probably.
After the Champions thing, what is the F1 series happened.
Yep.
The official esports one. But I don't get... It seems more unstable. I should probably post all those things up, huh? There's a few like little glitches. Just haven't had time to do that highlight and make it a little thing. But I'll try to on the next one, definitely.
Yeah, it might be fun for people to see what kind of shenanigans are going on.
Why are we stuck in this screen? Is it just
question.
me?
I was going to say the same thing.
All right, welcome back, guys. We are going to be starting the formation lap here in just 1 second. I think the weather today is just going to be clear in cloud and with no clouds.
Sunny, yep.
Today. We are going to be...
All right, so we are finally in the game.
We are in the game again. The game we are in. We are waiting for people to remove their fuel. They did have time to do their setups again, so it's just more of a just get your strategy set up for the race. I still don't understand why you can't do this one pre-race. Like you do it right before it's like, why?
Too convenient. It would be too convenient.
Too convenient. Too convenient to let you do that in the qualifying session.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what I really hope is that he got the settings correct too, because he had to set up a whole lobby in such a short amount of time. It's pretty crazy. So I hope all the settings are correct. It's obviously not his fault if it isn't. And why is... Where can I get rid of my...
Why can you get rid of your...
my taskbar, basically. Does any of these cars reset to a different name? No, they didn't. Okay. Still having an issue where the overlay isn't. It like crashes. Yeah. So it does look like everybody was honorable, and they went back onto the same tires. Wait, not all of them. I don't think all of them did.
Well, you have a random soft for some reason.
No, he was on soft last time.
Oh, he was on soft?
So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he did last time. I think there might be one or two drivers that might have went on the wrong tires. But whatever.
Which is fine. It's when they started the race, they had the same tire allocation.
We'll just treat it like it was a red flag, you know?
Yeah.
We'll treat it like a red flag.
Red flag, red flag.
Red flag. It's some crazy guy going out there.
Yep. Oh, Tassos. What happened to Tassos?
Oh, that was a horrible time for an ad. Oh, well, sorry guys. I think this ad's gonna run before the thing. This is terrible. Well. Okay. Man, some of these drivers are going really wide out on that last corner. This is one of those interesting tracks where the box, like it always feels weird right where it is, right? How it's on the inside there. It's not very common there. Maltesos gets a disqualification. There's a few more drivers here getting disqualifications on this restart.
Yeah, it might be bumping other people. It could be just not properly positioned in the box.
All right, here we go. Let's try this numero dos this time.
Yeah.
5 red lights.
And away we go.
And here we go. We have Limp getting a really good start again. Miller being able to hold right behind him. We get a little bit of a peek from one of the Aston Martins. Okay, it looks like there was a little bit of a Thomas gets pushed out. Not sure who would be at fault for that. Okay.
Oh.
And that wasn't very smart of Sully going through that corner with him. And just like that, Miller goes all the way back into the back. That's not going to be good here, too.
No.
We have Jonas here in third, Landon in second.
Whoa, what is that?
Yeah, that was my bad on that one, Renzo. Landon here with the... So he's right behind him. I want to stay with this 1 and 2, right? But there's this train behind Jonas that looks very interesting as well. I'm curious to see what Miller is going to be able to do with that huge setback.
Yeah, he's going to have to make up a lot of space.
Yeah. It was very reckless to go into El Rouge together like that.
Alright, it's a long race. We got 20-something laps still to go.
22 laps. We have plenty of time to try to make that up. I'm actually going to jump back a bit because it does not look like Landon's going to be able to try to attack here. And we have this 3, 4, 5 all on the same tire compound. We have them on mediums here, so I'm going to be looking at that. Luke does make up some positions though, so that is good. He gets up 5 positions from his qualifying start, but his teammate Miller actually drops down. Luke goes fastest, so provisional fastest lap. Luke probably see somebody else get it in the next one. Probably this mid-pack, right, with Jonas, Tesos, and Lion all going really fast here. Sharp going past Talani, so there is some passing in the backfield over there. But I'm going to be looking here with Lion, who is right behind Tesos, but does not look like he has this. Not close enough yet. And it looks like Sharp is able to hold off Tulani for that first one. And we have seen now all the medium. Oh! Not sure if Sharp Sharp was in front of Talani, right? Talani might have just got a little bit of a snap. Oh, you're looking at another region? No problem. Yeah. Oh, and we see Lion takes the
getting a
first penalty there.
Well, Razor got the first penalty.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Lion gets
Razor
the
did.
second one, yeah.
All right. The Lord takes a penalty. I think this is going to be a common. This is what happened in our last one too. These little penalties that happen here in the beginning of the race, they're just going to amplify once we get closer, because we're going to see close to the end those little like 3-second penalties. If you don't have one near the end, you can gain a position or two. We saw that in the Legends division, where a driver actually got onto the podium because of that.
Yeah, you just gotta drive clean and just bring it home.
Exactly. So we do see Limp does go faster again. 147.
We see Broken trying to attack the Williams Thomas.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna be trying to work through this pack now. Maybe he got lucky and didn't take actually any damage, but I don't know. It was a pretty bad crash. I was surprised he...
It was, but his car seems to be okay.
And Finn almost takes out Fappa, but luckily Fappa is able to hold it together there. And I should be watching the front, guys. We have Landon on the attack here and takes the position. Here we go. So remember, these two guys...
It's taken out, though, on top of
Rouge. He got taken out through Delort. They got taken out through there.
Well, I don't know if he got hit. I just saw the car.
Oh, he just crashed. Are we gonna get a safety car though? I don't see it.
I don't see a safety car, but because the car was on track, I would say that it should be.
It doesn't look like we're gonna get a safety car.
No, it looks like we're just.
And we have a little bit of a battle here with Tesos and Miller all the way back here, but it looks like Tesos actually loses multiple positions from that after. And Miller goes fast. Tolani takes a 3-second penalty now. And as we can see, we've just only done 3 laps, and Miller has gotten all the way back up to 11th. So he's looking to fight here, and Tolani gets a spin. Tolani having a bad time, and Miller actually takes, it looks like, a exceeding track limits penalty because of that. You have to go wide, thinking he might hit him. Oh, and another Fappa goes. So we have a lot of drivers right now. Yeah, a lot of
drivers
spinning. Yeah, spinning, you're not winning.
Session. Yeah, it's not great.
It's looking really good for the two up front, Landon and Limp here on the on the main strat, I would say, on these hards. And because of that, it looks like Jonas is actually caught up now. So Jonas is now in the fight with the top two. With the medium compounds, he does want to attack. He needs to attack. He needs to get past them, and then needs to try to separate. It's going to be very difficult though with Landon and Limp together, especially if they don't fight each other, right? If they kind of just sit together and defend.
Yeah, it's gonna make it difficult on KGB.
Definitely, we have.
Jonas,
I think we missed Miller passing Thomas there. It's hard because there's that back runner there, and then we have these front runners all together, and these DRSs, they all look like they're similar, right? It's hard to tell which person is trying to pass and which aren't. Yeah, so I think Miller has done a really good job dropping it all the way down to and goes again. So he is on a mission now to get back up there with them after that incident through El Rouge where they try to go up one with 2 people. Not a good idea through there. Luckily, I with the pace he's showing, I don't think he took damage. I think he got very lucky and only hit tires. Or maybe he has a little bit of damage, but in a place like Spa, it's not as important, right? It is a bit.
It might have actually given a little bit more speed.
You might have a little bit, but it does give you a little bit more drag, so it's not as like clear and cut, right? You don't just lose downforce. You usually get a little bit of drag as well, but if it's minimal enough, it's not actually doesn't hinder you really at all. We have Mookie here right on the back of Tesos, so Tesos is struggling right now. Oh, and Mookie is not a person, it looks like.
I mean, he might be decent. Ooh, Ramos getting another
I'm missing it again, and the switchback, they switch again. Oh man, see, it's hard. I can't tell when they're gonna do it.
No,
we have here right there. Limp now passes Lannon.
And then Sharp on Lion, basically fighting.
Sharp right on Lion. They're on the same compounds again. So Lion passed Sharp, right? Because Sharp was ahead of him?
I think so.
Oh, and Kumar takes a 5-second penalty.
There's so much going on.
There's so much going on the track. Kumar actually is DNF'd.
Oh.
I think he retires into the pits. Maybe he just didn't think he was going to get it today. Lion goes pretty deep on that. Maybe gets a warning on through that corner. But he does. He has 5 already. He needs to be careful. You do not want to get 6 seconds of penalties this early in the race.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh to have 6 seconds because you can make up 3,
Definitely.
But 6 is a little bit of a stretch.
6 is going to be very difficult. We have Hill there in 10th. We'll try to keep an eye on. We do have Landon and Limp up here, but I don't think they're fighting, right? They're just letting the other drive, and occasionally they're just, you know, if a pass happens, they let it happen because they don't want Jonas to get too close, right? Because you can't let Jonas through. If you let Jonas through, you can try to run away. But with this, it's looking. He's not looking to be able to pass though. No, with that little DRS
Sharp
train.
Here trying to make a move on Lion.
Yeah, Sharp and Lion together. The thing that I'm curious about is because we don't have a second Ferrari here, these McLarens will be looking to make up a huge deficit, right? Like,
and Sharp makes
Sharp goes fast. We also have Landon passing Limp again. There's just another DRS pass. Yeah, Sia's Renzo, thanks for coming in for a sec. So we have the battle between Landon and Limp still happening. They'll probably continue to do it, but they're not defending each other, right? And that's the key here. And we could see it because Jonas hasn't been able to catch up to them.
Yeah, they're basically just tagging along.
Yeah, they're just holding together.
I mean, one of them gets a DRS and then allows them to pass and so on and so forth. So they're just holding 1 and 2.
The thing is as long as Jonas stays with them, he still can make up a really good space here, right? With the gap of about 3 seconds to Sharp. Yep. Sharp and Lion are fighting each other.
Trying to make an attack as well on Popa, but
he does not able to do it. No, I think yeah, Hill went into a pit, so he did an early pit here. Yep. So we'll be looking to try to make up some positions when people come into the pit. But it does seem like the race has kind of calmed down a bit after the beginning.
Yeah, it did calm down. We can see Tasso's trying to catch up to Galaxy here on the back end of the track.
Yeah.
Although I don't think
I just caught Talani taking a... Ooh, gets a good snap there. And this is looking really good for the Williams team so far. I hope I didn't jinx them. They're in some good points position right now. And honestly, it's looking like a place like Spa, it can turn into a survival, like fighting the track, right? It's more of a fighting the track kind of thing. The track is unforgiving. It's a, what do you call it? Like a original or old school track. So the runoffs aren't mostly tarmac. It's actually grass and sand traps. So you make a mistake, you end up getting punished twice, right?
Yep. And
and just catch Jonas.
Galaxy as well. So much.
That hurts Jonas. Oh, he was doing so well, and Luke goes past him because of that. Jonas.
I think Broken is probably also going to try to capitalize on this.
Yes, definitely. His tires are going to be warm, or he's going to be overheated, and he'll be looking to attack it. And with that, Limp and Landon get another breather. And I think these two are going to be, they're either waiting for the other to make a mistake, or that they're just going to wait for the second stint, right? And then we'll see.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think this battle is, as long as an incident doesn't happen, they're going to fight this all the way close to the end of this race. These two seem very matched in pace. We saw it in qualifying. They're very close. Miller would have been up there with them.
Just switch back and forth.
Yeah, they're just doing a lot of switching. It is incredible how much pace these two have had. They're all the way up to now 5 seconds from the closest drivers. And Limp is going to be looking to get a win. He hasn't gotten a win in 2 races now. Had the really good start, going 3 consecutive in a row, and then Miller getting 2 in a row after him. So we'll be looking to try to respond to Miller's 2 in a row. But I think Landon here, who hasn't won since Spa in last season, he's looking to try to win another one here in Spa again. So I know for a fact he's very strong here, and because of that, we'll be looking. But he's actually blinking. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's regenerating there.
Okay, the thing I'm curious about is if Limp is going to be doing the same. But Landon might need to just hold on to him and just recharge that battery. And as we see that light blinking, I don't expect him to try to pass it anytime soon. Sharp showing a really solid form here. And Lion's not able to pass him. Lion and Sharp both very new to the... I think this is both of their first races here, so showing really good pace there.
Not too shabby.
Luke holding a good P5, has been the second driver for McLaren, but has shown really good pace. I think has been consistently doing well. I think he had a little bit of an off week last week, but other than that one, he's I think gotten points on each track. So we have here Lion coming in for a pit, goes onto the hards, so is one of the first medium runners to switch over already. And now we could see here with Landon actually going for the pass, but didn't he have low E? Oh, okay. They're going in side by side, getting so much space.
That's very tight, yep.
Very generous. This is how you need to race though, right? Like you got to give each other a lot of space here. Okay, here we go. They're still together. We saw this happen in the Legends division. And this is where we're going to see this gap that they had, that 6-second gap, just go down.
Yeah, because you had to having to defend and attack at the same time. Does not mean fast lap.
Man, that was some very generous racing. I appreciate that they neither of them wanted to give it up.
Oh
no!
Lennon having a moment there.
And with that, Sharp takes P2 now. Oh man, I think his tires got a little bit too hot, I think.
I think so.
Oh, that's not, man. There's still a lot of race here, but that puts
basically gives
Limp in a really good spot.
A nice breathing space.
Yeah. He should be able to win this with really good strategy, right? Like, I don't think he has to push. He doesn't have to put in insane laps anymore. It's more of just getting to the end. Oh, we have Jonas pitting now. This is the close to the pit.
Lennon also going to pit, which makes sense after that.
Yeah, he's got hot tires. Might as well just come in early, go onto those mediums. This is going to be a long stint for mediums, though. I will say that. He might be struggling close to the end. Yeah, but he does go onto the mediums. Oh, he takes a wing, so he had to actually take a wing as well. And because of that, Jonas is going to get a free pass on him. Miller comes in and he did have damage. He comes in and goes onto the mediums already. So this is, I guess, a spot in which the mediums can make it to the end. It seems like a very long one, though. And we have Jonas and Tesos now fighting. Tesos has not pit, I believe. So let's go back to that. Let's look at the pit stops.
Well,
so Tesos is not pit, but it looks like he's already going for the pass here. And Tesos does get it. I mean, Jonas does get the pass on him, Yeah, so let's sit on this pit stop one for now, just so that we have it up. We have Limp, Sharp, and Luke have not pit. We had Lion actually go into pit and comes out in front of Thomas, so he's only behind the drivers who have not pit that are pretty far ahead. So gets in front. Oh, and it looks like Thomas makes a mistake here. And this is what we're talking about, right? Like half of your battle is the actual track and the other one is the players.
Yeah, Lion also seems to have made a mistake, dropping back a little bit behind Len.
Oh, Peso's looking like he's getting a little bit of net coding there. He's a little jumpy. And then we had we have Limp coming in, responding to the other drivers, and Sharp doing the same. Not wanting to get undercut. They're going to come in, put these mediums on. Luke comes in. His teammate already went into the pits.
Yep, Sharp going in for hearts.
There we go.
Just to make sure that he can finish.
And then it looks like everybody
race.
Besides Tastos now has gone into the pits. Oh, no, Tastos is also coming into the pits. And does...
Tastos having a bit of a
and now... He forgot where the pit line was, didn't he?
I think so.
I think he forgot where the pit line was. It can get tricky, man. Every track is different. It can get a little rough.
Ooh, we see Sharp and Lion racing here.
Oh, Sharp and Lion actually racing, yeah. Did Sharp pit first? I can't remember.
Sharp did pit. No, Sharp pit second.
Oh, okay. So Sharp actually getting undercut by Lion here, showing the pace of that undercut there. And now he actually has to pass him on track to get that position. But actually he doesn't, right? Because he has a penalty. Lion has a penalty, so doesn't actually have to pass him.
No,
but I know.
Stay right there.
But he has a chance. So Finn takes another penalty. He is one warning away from getting a penalty though. Sharp. So you probably do still want to pass.
Yep.
It's too close, right? Landon comes out and is only behind Jonas, so it's not too bad. Still can, I think, get onto the podium here. Might be the first place might be a little out of reach, but we can't tell yet. It is still a lot of race. But we have Landon here now on Jonas. Going to be looking to attack. I think he's going to attack before. Oh my gosh, he's right on him. I think he could smell his exhaust how close he was there.
I think so, yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, these two were up on top until they had a little bit of a...
They were really far up there, and we have Miller doing the fastest lap of the 145.266, and we might see that be beaten again anytime soon. Luke actually takes a penalty. So that's going to be unfortunate. And this fight here with Landon, Luke, and Jonas, this is going to be interesting here. Landon's going to be looking to attack here, but is already blinking. Is he going to have enough ERS to get the pass off and then go back onto the line? And he does.
Ooh,
he successfully does it.
Enough.
Just enough. Oh. Luke.
I think Luke might have forgotten he had brakes.
Yeah, I think he forgot he's not in. This is not a rally sport. It's not a rally sport. Yeah. But nothing harmed, nothing lost. He didn't hit anybody. Definitely might have missed his breaking point. Maybe locked up a bit. Chooses to go off on the runoff.
Yep.
All right, and he takes another penalty here, so this is good for Sharp now, right? Let Sharp know, like, Sharp knows now that he doesn't have to. He can even take a penalty now, and it won't hurt him.
Sharp also to be getting attacked by Lennon and KGB, because they're trying to get up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're gonna be coming, right?
Yep.
And Jonas here is gonna want to just keep a hold on these guys, right? Like, because he is on the alternate strats, so maybe later into the race with being on those hards, he has a chance to try to pass late. But the key is he cannot lose this draft now. He cannot lose the draft from these drivers. If he loses it, it's pretty much game over. We'll just have to concede. Because he needs to survive, right? He needs to survive into the crossover from the hards to the softs. The hards to the mediums.
Yeah, he does, but it's gonna be kind of.
But it looks like he looks like he's not gonna get. He didn't even get DRS, and this is gonna be good for Luke here. Luke's gonna look into attack here. Oh, and you could see that Jonas is low on battery as well. Finn goes in for a pit. He's going to most likely go onto mediums. Yep, goes onto the mediums here. And Finn might be looking to get 1 or 2 positions going late into this race now.
Yeah, so we have everybody in the back. Lennon, Jonas, and Lamb all low on battery, I think, at this point.
Yeah, they're all trying to push back into, they want to get back into contention, right? Like they're not, none of these drivers, I mean, Limp's pretty far out there at this point. He hasn't made a mistake.
Yeah, this
and
is pretty much
hasn't had anything happen to him.
lose.
Yeah. This is some classic Limp stuff, right? Like this is why it's so important to qualify good, right? Because you qualify really well, this stuff can happen, right? You get put in the front, you just kind of push your way through. We had Landon have that mistake, and I think that really cost Landon a lot. And because of that, we have Limp doing 145.062, fastest lap there.
Just to make sure everybody understood that he has the fastest time so far.
He does have the fastest lap now. And just like that, it's just a classic like front runner thing, right? Like you just chill, you recharge your battery, and then you go, you know, I should probably do a hot lap real quick so my tires stay warm. And then they pop in a hot lap, go back into conserving. And then, yeah,
no pressure. Conserving has allowed Broken to catch up to Lem. And Lem is on top of Jonas at this point.
Oh, yeah,
Luke. Pass. They're making.
So that is Luke.
Wait,
he's doing. Yeah. He's letting him do a double pass here.
Double pass.
Oh, what a teammate! And just like that, we see a 1-2 with the switcheroo. Somebody had their Rubik's Cube out.
Yep. So now the McLarens move on to chase the pass of Lennon.
So we do know that Miller is the faster of these two McLaren drivers. Not to say anything about Luke. Luke is a very good driver, as you can see, he's in P6. But I think Luke can benefit here if he's able to hold on to the back of Miller. But I don't know. Miller is flying right now.
Miller's already flying.
He can maybe bring him up there with him, but on that, I think Jonas is it's gonna be hard for him now. Had that mistake, and I think you can see with a lot of these drivers, they made a mistake, and they think the difference between a lot of these drivers up front from 1 through 7, it's just been it's very small. So like a little mistake costs you a lot because the difference between each driver is very small. You're not going to gain a bunch per lap, right? It's not going to be a huge gain each lap. These drivers are all doing 145s to 146s to 147s here or there. So the one thing I would say Jonas has is he does not have a penalty yet. Oh, and we have Miller here. Oh, he's just going. It's a lapper.
Yeah,
he goes past the lapper. Goes past the lapper of Tesos. Wow, Tesos all the way back into 14. Man, I can't believe it. Can't believe Tesos is that far back.
I think he might be a bot at this point.
Well, I mean, he's gonna look like that the whole time, pretty much, because of unless you have the names up. Because I don't have the names up, so I can't see who's AI, who's not.
No, Tesos I think left.
Oh, okay. So you must have.
Yeah, I think he left a while ago.
All right, so now Miller is going to be looking to go onto the attack onto Landon. Landon is trying to catch up to the two of Lion and Sharp to try to get that P2. And everybody behind Limp is just hoping Limp makes a mistake, which has been very rare. I don't see him do that in a long time.
I don't see him making a mistake. Who knows? It is still another 7 laps to go?
I believe so, yes, another 7 laps. We are, yes. It does feel like we're close to the end, right? But these laps are 140s.
Yeah,
like 140 to 150, so they're long
laps.
They're long laps. But definitely Miller here, all the way on to Landon already. Man, he's not wasting any time to catch up. I mean, he has to, right? He had only a 6-second gap from Limp, or 6-point gap from Limp, and now is looking to lose some more points because of that incident through turn 2, question mark 3? I don't know.
Good
I guess that
question,
was
I have
3,
no
right?
idea.
I don't know if they call that little kink turn.
A turn?
on
Yeah,
this
I don't
track.
know either.
But we're here with Lannon, with Miller right behind him. And it looks like Sharp is actually... I guess Sharp has been behind Lion this whole time. They haven't really been able to do anything. Jonas is caught back up to Luke, or maybe has never lost Luke. So they're still together. We'll keep an eye on that. The longer Jonas can keep up with Luke, more likely he'll be able to try to pass him near the end of this race. So that's something to keep an eye on. Oh, Brunken takes another penalty.
Ooh, yes, he does.
So he has
also
6.
why Sharp needed to pass on Lion, because Lion making that giant gap between him and Well Done, where he left, has allowed everybody else to catch up to him.
So here, as a racing driver, like, what if I was landing here? What I would actually do, because I know Miller has 6 seconds of penalties and I have 0, would actually let him through. He's been going faster than him. Obviously, he's caught him. I would actually let him through and try to hold him. I mean, it's not the word.
Get DRS off of him.
Yeah, so you're trying to think of the long game, right? Like, let him take you to the promised land.
And there's also something about, you know, being proud of being not letting somebody else pass you on track. And there's just something. It's a good feeling when you can just keep somebody behind you, not just because of the timing, but physically behind you.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. We see Jonas still chasing Luke.
Yeah, we have that one's still there. Miller still looking to try to get past Lannon here, and I think we'll be able to. Goes onto the inside, and actually I think he gets the big enough gap, where he's able to slot in front of him. And here, this is what I was talking. Yeah, almost snaps. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I think Miller has a little bit faster pace here, and if I was Lannon, I would actually let him just take me with him. But as a race car driver, I can understand wanting to race him, right? Like.
Yeah, also remember, Miller did leave behind his teammate who was right next to him.
Yeah,
so
true.
It's not impossible for Miller to just leave Lennon behind.
That is true. But I don't think their pace is as big, right? As, like, we could see here. Maybe, I don't know. I would have definitely not fought as hard, though. But, I mean, it's obviously, there's 2 mindsets there, right? As a race car driver, you don't want to let somebody pass you. But as a strategist, maybe as a strategist, you say, no, let him through, but just stay on the back of him because he has penalties, right? Like, let him take you. He's a little bit faster.
These two are going to try to get position on the track.
Definitely. I get it. Hillian goes with a 3-second penalty. So actually with this, let's just switch over now to the penalties here. Lion with 6, Miller with 6, Luke 3, Finn with 12. Might actually lose multiple positions here. Hill with 3, Thomas with 3, Carlos with 9, and Tasteless with 6, but is, I think, out of position, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so who should we be with here?
Thomas, Helion are close to each other. They're chasing the
pretty
Galaxy
close.
at this point.
Well, we're getting this train turning into 4, so we're having 2 little trains connecting, and now it's a train.
Yeah, and then we have Miller also basically chasing Sharp and Lion.
Yeah, all right, so now, now we have Miller and Lannon now caught up to Sharp and Lion. This is the thing, right? When is this crossover on these tires going to happen? Because
that's a hard one to do.
If Miller and Lannon are expecting to try to pass these guys, they need to do it now, right? As soon as possible, because these mediums are going to be slowly getting worse and worse every lap, while the hards are going to slowly get closer and closer to the same pace. But this is a good thing to keep in mind is Miller's last lap was a 1:45.999, and Sharp's was only a 1:47.369, so they are not close yet. The paces in these 2 tire types are not close. And with that, we can actually see it.
Move on Galaxy. Galaxy, Tom, and Helion making moves on each other as well in the back.
We actually see Miller really close to Sharp already, and might actually try to get a pass here. Does not going to be able to. It looks like Sharp might have dumped a bunch of ERS
just to get out of them,
just to not lose the position. So we'll see coming up through El Rouge, because we saw what Miller was able to do on Lannon through here, and because Miller is on mediums, he's going to be able to come through there a little bit faster here. So we get the one move. He goes for the defensive line, but I don't think that's actually better here. And he wants him to concede, and he just concedes it. He's not able to hold it. And that's the difference in tire compounds right there, right? Like, I think that pass, it had nothing to do with Sharp. He couldn't really he couldn't fight it. It was just too much grip. He's fighting against too much grip there. But with that,
we also saw Lem and Jonas swapping around. We saw Thomas and Galaxy swapping back and forth a couple times as well.
Yeah, and Hill, they're all like fighting down there. Finn actually goes in for another pit. I think that's his second or third pit.
First tires, man. You can never have
maybe
too many
maybe he's just gonna try to hit a fast lap or something. I don't know.
It could be.
But we have Lannon here really close to Sharp already. And we also have Miller on Lion. So we have like this double passing happening right now. Miller actually just taking that pass immediately. And as we go backwards, we have also Sharp here trying to defend against Lannon. Lannon holds the outside. It's now going to get the inside. And is also going to get, I think, the DRS here.
Yes,
and he does. He was in, he just outbraked them. And with that, we have the double pass. Miller going past Sharp, or Miller going past Lion, and Landon going past Sharp. And now Landon's going to be looking to attack here on Lion, but is actually outside of DRS zone. And because of that, he's going to have to keep an eye out on his mirrors now, because he doesn't have the DRS to protect him. And it looks like no, he's too far back. So these hards aren't they're not there yet. The crossover is not happened yet. So a fun note is
trying to make a note. Just a quick note. Hillian trying, I think, to pass Thomas in the back.
Yeah, let's go down there really quick. We have a little bit of a breather. So a little note here: Miller's still doing 145.8, which tells us, there's still a much faster tire, even with that many laps under. And I think this is a good time to go and do a little bit of get this poll ready for driver of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lion takes the penalty.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's a 9-second penalty total for him.
Did Limp? No, Limp still has the fastest lap though.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we'll see that beaten.
I mean, if you're Miller here, do you try to go for that? Just
the fastest lap? You have to. You have to against your main rival of the season.
Yeah, especially with the almost 10-second gap between the two. I don't think there's anything else he can do. Let's see what's going on back here.
All right, so we have posted the driver of the day poll up. So feel free to vote on who you think is driver of the day as we get close to the end of this race here.
Yep.
Landon looking to try to get up onto Lion here, is running out of time, but has a chance for podium. And I honestly, with that incident he had, this could have been the best one that he is. Oh, hey, Wildcat, what's up?
Sharp is also sticking right behind
him
here, so he's not losing too much space.
Yes, Wildcat, driver of the day is you. You did a really good job for not even being in this race. But we have here coming close to we're getting really close to this end of this race, and Lion is just gonna be fighting. Oh yeah, you know what? We need to look at these penalties. These penalties say Lion is losing 2 positions here.
Yeah. But still, if you're Lennon, you want to pass it because you don't want to let Miller have that gap. So
Yeah, definitely.
A 6-second gap. Actually, a 3-second gap to Lennon.
Oh, here we go. Landon is looking to attack here. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, he's so the thing is you gotta choose it correctly, right?
Well, yeah, you don't want to be too early or too late on it.
If you're gonna pass him on track, you gotta have to do it timely, especially since you don't have to pass him.
Yep.
You do not have to pass him. So here's the thing to remember, right? Is if they can actually bring that gap down on Miller, they could Shark could actually sneak out a P2, but I just don't see it happening. Miller is most likely doing a fast lap here. Landon going on the inside, gets the pass off, does it right before the end of this race. And I think that's, as a driver, that's what you want to happen, right? As a engineer or a boss, you don't care. You're like, I just make sure you don't make make sure nothing bad happens, right? Is what you're thinking in your head. So with that, we're gonna sit with Limp. All right, so he said he had a good drive in Monza in the league race. Well, yeah, we're actually doing Monza next week. So if you are interested, feel free to join it. We do have some spaces open usually for reserves. Spaces available. Spices. Not spices. All right.
Yeah, so just looking at the penalties and timing, I think Miller is pretty much clear.
Yeah, he's definitely made up enough. They've made up enough spaces here. So we have Limp here coming across the line in Spa, and he wins the Belgium Grand Prix. Or Belgium
kind of
Grand
a quiet race for him, which is what he wants. He doesn't want too much excitement, I think.
Miller comes across in second. Landon goes, oh, did he get another? Did he get a late? Did he get a late penalty?
He didn't. No, it's just Sharp was within 6 seconds of everybody else.
Wow, see, that's what I was talking about. I said Sharp has a chance to do it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So and just like that, Sharp sneaks it through. And that's what I was talking about. If Sharp could get in that window of the 3 seconds, he could get that spot. And just like that, he actually sneaks in. And Jonas here, did he DNF right before the line?
I think so.
Did Jonas really just DNF before he reached the, or he's past the line? He has to, yeah, he's definitely, yeah. Yeah, we have our back runners here. Oh, okay, so Miller saying that he'll get a 3 second removed. So he's thinking that he had one that he had to avoid. It does say he only has 3 or 6 warnings, so if he is able to get one of those warnings removed, he will be able to, but either way, we have Carlos here actually coming in to the end. This is the best example of just finish the race, you can get some points.
Yep.
And he's going to come across the line here and get his points.
So both Mercedes getting points this time around.
Good job there. All right, we get the game says Thomas is the driver of the day. But we want to know who you think is the driver of the day, and the driver of the day poll is still up.
As we see the celebration for champion of the people in Podium.
We have here Limp doing the gritty. And congratulations to Limp. What a good comeback from last week. Gets his first victory in 2, or I guess this is the 3rd week. Probably missing it. Other drivers haven't even gotten a victory, so. But, you know, I think he was missing it. Gets P1. Sharp takes P2 right now. And Miller gets P3. So our order after that is going to be Limp, Sharp, Miller, Lannon, Lyon, Jonas, Luke, Thomas, Hill, Carlos, Mookie, Finn, Sully, and Tesos, with the DNFs being Papa, Talani, Kumar, and Delort. What a race.
Indeed.
I got to do this quickly.
It started
I always
off a
forget.
rather crazy race.
Oh, it was a very crazy race. Without a doubt. That reset, that I hate when it makes us reset.
It is annoying, but I'm glad that everybody stuck around.
Definitely.
Stayed on.
I am happy everybody besides one stuck around, because there was a really good pockets there. There were some incidences that could have been avoided, obviously. There's things that always happen.
Ooh, what's that trophy at the bottom of the screen?
Oh yeah, do you like that? I don't know if there's a way to hide. I guess we'll see it once it... Oh no! I need to unblock him. I blocked somebody on accident.
Yeah, and the
yeah, you like that little... that's the champions. I gotta remind myself to unblock that. Yes, what a race. I think I would have really liked if Landon hadn't had that mistake happen on him, and also like the unfortunate incident that happened with Miller with the El Rouge dive. That was it wasn't necessary, right? And it is suck that it happened.
Yeah, but Miller did
racing,
a pretty good recovery race.
Definitely, that was a huge recovery race. Gets into P3 unofficially, but will be looking to try to get one of his warnings removed, at least one of his warnings removed. So should be able to get that down and be able to do it. But congratulations to Sharp. I think he played that really well. Even if he doesn't get P2, he should get P3. And with that, that's still good. And I mean, the ability to be aware of that, right? Like, he didn't look like he was trying to, force an extra spot there. He was just making sure he got to the end of the line without a single penalty. And by doing so, was able to jump a few places, even if he doesn't get all of those places at the end. Right. And it looks like the driver of the day poll is about to end here. I'm going to actually just end it. And let's look at it. Who do you think was the driver of the day?
No, man. You had to take into account that, like, Sharp, like we were mentioning, he was pretty good, just keeping clean and staying up there. Miller also jumping all the way from the back.
So Landon gets it.
Ooh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, so Landon does get it. But I agree. I think for me, because he's very new to this, and I think he kept it very clean and was able to like avoid all these different things. Limp says 3 counts for Landon. That's funny. I think I would say Sharp, right? I think he didn't know a lot of these drivers, came in, was able to get an official P2, and then was able to, but you obviously have to do a honorable mention of obviously Lamp. Started in front, finished
stayed in front.
Just solid showing from him. So you can't like put that down. I think the 2 Williams did really good. I think those are another thing to mention. They weren't in that pull for the front, but I think they were having a fight through the whole thing. I believe they got some decent points, and that's at the end of the day is the most important thing, right? Is just getting those points.
Yep.
But I think the racing was very good here. We actually saw most of the spreading happening because of driver errors and not because of driver incidences, and that's what I like to see, right? Driver incidences.
Well, it would be nicer not to have the incidents, but
yes. It's gonna happen, right? These guys don't want to give up their position, and sometimes what happens is people collide. But I think that recovery from Miller could have been easily been given to driver today as well. Literally gets taken out through El Rouge on lap 1 and is able to push all the way back up into P3. Like, that's incredible.
Yep.
But with that, I think we will end it here. This was the Belgian Grand Prix. It was season 2, round 6. Our next race is going to be the Italian Grand Prix on April 1st. Ooh. The Tempo of Speed. I am really excited. That track is very fun. There's a lot of DRS strategies there as well, just like Spa. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with these drivers.
Yeah.
But I was your host, Stinky Wan. I was here with Art. This was Delta Zero Productions Champions Series, Champions Division. And I'll see you guys all next time.